welcome, Chrissy Ball. I'm so excited to have you as part of the University for Life Coach Training faculty.
Wow, thank you. I'm really, really excited for this.
So I have known you. When did we figure out when we met? 2000 what?
I believe it's 2010 or 2009. I'm
Okay,
not quite sure the exact date.
2009, 2010. I remember
Yes.
looking at you across the room at a life coach training workshop in Phoenix. Am I right? Like there was an in-person thing in Phoenix that you
There
came to
was.
training, like a
Wow.
meetup.
Yes, but you and I met before then because I was not quite sure if I wanted to be a life coach, and you called me on the phone. You called me on the phone, and your energy and your essence after our conversation, I was like, I think I want to do life coach training. And that's where you and I really met, was on the phone for the first time.
That's so cool. Yeah. So for all of you watching, I used to train coaches prior to starting this university for Martha Beck Inc.
Yes.
And so I would do the consult calls to help people decide if they wanted to become a life coach or not.
That's
I
right.
forgot that, Chrissy.
That's right.
And so you, I know, have probably one of the most unique backgrounds. We have such a interesting, diverse, amazing, educated faculty, but I'm pretty sure you're the only one that could claim what? What is it that you that you do sometimes?
In my secret life, I'm a stunt woman.
Yes.
So,
And
it's kind
like what's some of the films people may see you in?
well, prior to children, I got thrown around on X-Men. That was fun.
Yes.
And The Dark Knight Rises, another just really fun project to be a part
Just
of.
a little small project.
I really do have funny stories about those shows because a lot of times, well, at least on The Dark Knight Rises, we're shooting at night. And so, kind of in that twilight time between 2 a.m. and 4, I'm sitting in the car and I see Batman fly by on his bike. I'm like, did Batman just drive by? Because you kind of feel like you're dreaming in a twilight. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, so Hollywood stunt double, you're currently writing a book, you're a life coach. Um, of course, I wanted to snag you from my university because you're so talented and so
Thank
smart and so
you.
thoughtful.
Thank you.
Why are you excited to be part of this university?
Wow. Well, I think that's a layered answer, honestly. First of all, I adore you. And I like to get every opportunity to say that, not only in the person that you are, but in what you stand for. And the idea that you have now launched your own university and cultivate your energy from your heart first, and then how you conduct your business. Uh, it was just a no-brainer to be so excited to be a part of this. And from a life coaching perspective or from a coaching perspective, you and I have seen this industry kind of evolve, right? And change in all of these different ways. And now there are so many different types of coaches and different ways of coaching. And I think the approach of coaching, where yes, we have tools to help move towards goals and move towards accomplishing things, but also cultivating the energy of really caring for people and coaching from an empathetic perspective.
Mhm.
I um, I not only support, but I love that about you. And I know that this university is created from that space. So that's why I'm so excited to be a part of this.
And so, what do you think has prepared you the most to be now a university professor?
Wow. Well, I think that life is our greatest teacher, right? And a lot of us come to coaching and are drawn to coaching because we're looking for healing ourselves. We're looking for answers and for tools that will help us move into that next phase. And so I feel like life coaching has helped me so much that uh, just the concept of coaching and helping other people get to that next step as well, and having to coach myself quite a bit, I think helps prepare us all to utilize those tools. You know, we're using the tools ourselves, we're helping other people use these tools, and kind of that combination
Mhm.
I think is helpful
Yes.
in trying to share that knowledge with other people.
And I'm just curious if I were to say, Chrissy Ball, you can teach anything you want for the university. What do you think your top one or top two topics would be?
Whew. Top, well, let's do top 2 topics
Okay.
because I'm thinking of 3, but let me just, like,
Oh.
pull that back. I definitely love coaching on camera. I love, love, love coaching people on camera, creating great videos for their business. There's just such personal growth that happens in front of the lens,
Mhm.
and, just to be able to bring my experience from my career and kind of apply that, I definitely would love to teach. I also really realize there is a gap in helping businesses in this next phase of creating diversity and
Mhm.
inclusion. And
Mhm.
so I see a lot of people uh, trying very hard. And then I go, ooh, I'm not quite sure who's consulting them, but I would love to kind of help facilitate that growth a little bit. So that would be something that I would love to teach other business owners, and when they are trying to uh, create a community of diversity, kind of just give a little inside perspective on how it might be received
Right.
in the efforts of trying to evolve that way. So
Hmm.
yeah.
So, if you were to speak to somebody who's considering becoming a coach, right? So we met on the phone. Um, what do you think is one of the top indicators for someone? How does somebody decide, whether or not, like, yep, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to train to be a coach.
Well, that's a great question. And I think how you can help yourself decide whether you're going to be a coach is what drew you to this to begin with.
Hmm.
Because usually that curiosity and you exploring wanting to be a coach, something drew you to that. And so from that perspective, I would be making that decision. And I think, I don't know what drew you to coaching, but for me, it was a combination of life coaching and weight coaching,
Hmm.
and really grasping tools to kind of help move forward instead of just kind of staying in the same place and just kind of staying in our crap.
Hmm.
Like sorting that out and then moving forward is what drew me to coaching.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you could combine those two together and base your decision from that, then I think it's almost a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, I would co-sign that. What definitely drew me to coaching was I was looking for tools. I remember going to Barnes and Noble and looking for that old book, What Color is Your Parachute? Remember that? It was like a book to help somebody decide what career was right for them. And I was
Mhm.
like, what was the name of that book? And like just like looking for tools and ways to help figure out like what was missing, because something was missing and I couldn't figure out what it was. And then when life coaching tools started helping me, I mean, it was visible. People were stopping me
Mhm.
and saying, like, what are you doing? Like, what, like, you are remarkably happier, remarkably more joyful, remarkably more calm. Because you got to remember, I was in residential real estate at the time,
Yes.
and I I remember deciding that, like, oh my gosh, if these tools can help me, then
Mhm.
I really want to help other women who are I was a mom of two little kids at the time, help them create this kind of change, because I saw the change in me had the domino or the ripple effect of, my whole family got happier.
Yeah.
And my community, and the ripple effect when a woman owns her power and becomes joyful in that, what can happen. So I would say that's a great thing. Like, what drew you to this?
Yeah,
Because
I
I
love
think there
that.
there are people really considering it, that you know, whether or not you create a business out of it, we hope you do, but it can help you personally.
It can, and I think that's what I hear a lot about in the yoga world. I teach yoga also, and I know a lot of people like to learn how to teach yoga just to deepen their practice
Mhm,
more.
mhm,
And I feel like this is so much the same thing. It's like going into coaching and learning how to coach is deepening your practice inside of your life to help you move forward. And then, like you said, that passion just spills into wanting to help other people, make those steps because it has enhanced your life so much.
mhm.
So, yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, I cannot wait for our students to experience you in class.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, Susan.